best times in my life were times we spent. I've never felt so close to a friend. Then one thing led to another, and you ran your hands through my hair. Before we knew it, we were making love in the midnight air. And now it's one thing after another, closing doors on each other. You know I'd do anything you ask me to, but it's one thing after another. We somehow end up fighting over little things we used to laugh about. Our minds once fixed on dreams we shared, now torn apart by doubt. And though we've tried to piece this back together, it's just one thing after another. But who would have thought this could happen with us? The vows we once made, now covered in dust. Warning signs don't always appear. We let our hearts guide us and ended up here. And it's one thing after another, closing doors on each other. And though we've tried everything to start anew, it's one thing after another. One thing after another.
They filled in the hole. Is that what it is?
Where it was broken.
Right.
When I got it out of the case, it was like this. But it was still together. And he's like, it's pretty bad, but yeah, I can do something with it. And he glued it and pinned it, viced it together and squeezed it together, and here we are.
Has that ever happened to you?
Not here. It happened here on the side. Delta put my guitar down on the ground like that, coming off of the plane. I was like, dude, and then it had a crack here. My man. All right.
Don't rescue
I try to be careful how I put gems down.
I've got nowhere better I wanna be. I wanna be held, but not beholden. Standing my ground with one
been a wonderful day so far here. Last night, today. I was in Raleigh this week. Last week, where was I? I was in Chicago. The week before, I was in Boca Raton. Yeah. Next weekend I'm off. It's going to be great. I'm going to chill at home. She graduated from high school in December. End of November, I'm sorry. And then end of December, she flew to Maui. She's working on an organic farm in Maui on her. Paying her own rent, buying her own groceries, working on this farm, making her own money. She just found out she got into IBC in Israel, in Herzliya. So she's going right after Sukkot, and she'll be a psychology major at IBC. And this summer, she's a counselor teaching. She's on the phone. It's so good. It's a good time to be Nichols. Yeah, a couple. Yes, I am. And you know what? She wants that too. There's no guarantees that she would want that. Without a doubt. How's your dog? He's a cutie. If she told me that, I forgot. Whoa. Wow. Yeah.
It's a really intense time to be in Israel.
Yeah.
And we're going to be at the tail end of the trip during Ramadan. It's like
Okay.
Yeah.
That's neat. Thanks for talking.
I just spilled this. You can't take me anywhere. Look how much is in here and I still spilled it.
Proud of you.
Thanks. EJ asked me to ask you if you want her to sign anything. She didn't know if you understood her question.
She asked me and I said, no, I'm good. Thank you.
Okay. She thought maybe you didn't understand that she meant sign language.
I did.
Okay.
I did, and I said,
I'm just checking. I'm doing a thing. I'm just an awesome video. Where, you know, note your locker.
no one ever put a note in my locker. It's about damn time. Really?
Yes.
Let's sing all together, everybody. You sound good when you sing out like that. Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam borei peri hagafen borei peri hagafen borei peri hagafen yai lai la 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 yai lai la 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 ya la 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 ya la 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 Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech borei minei besamim borei besamim borei minei besamim fresh la 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 ya la 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 ya la 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 ya la la Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech borei meorei ha'esh borei meorei ha'esh borei meorei ha'esh yai lai la 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 yai la lai la yai la Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam hamabdil ben kodesh lechol hamabdil ben kodesh lechol la 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 ya la 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 ya la 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 ya la 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 ya la Shavua tov 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 a good week, a week of peace. May gladness reign and joy increase. A good week, a week of peace. May gladness reign and joy increase. Eliyahu Hanavi, Eliyahu Hatishbi, Eliyahu, Eliyahu, Eliyahu Hagiladi. Mashiach ben David, Mashiach ben David, Eliyahu Hanavi, Eliyahu Hatishbi, Eliyahu, Eliyahu, Eliyahu Hagiladi.
Words. Hi, welcome everyone. Welcome to Temple Shir Tikva, and welcome to our coffee house with Dan Nichols, Songs for Our Souls. So thrilled.
Hey girl.
We're so thrilled to share this with all of you, and I'm thrilled to share Dan with all of you. I've known Dan for a while, and when Brett Lubarsky and Leah Finkelman at CJP said, we need to bring somebody in to do some song leading. Hi, Leah.
Hi, Rob.
So here he is, and we're so thrilled to have him with us for the weekend, for such a wonderful weekend celebration of song and relationship and deep meaning and deep thinking and singing and having a great time. So I did want to say thank you to CJP and Jewish Teen Initiative and URJ, Crane Lake, and Eisner Camps, who are our partners at Shir Tikva. And then here at Shir Tikva, I have to say thank you to Mary Beth Retker for making all the things happen. And our amazing clergy team, Rabbi Danny, Cantor Hollis, our student Rabbi Heather, and of course Julio for making all the setups magical, and Richard Kay and John Legg for making sure we are seen and heard. But I'm gonna turn it over to Dan. Thanks for being here.
Let's hear it for Allison Weichel for Living Judaism. Allison, what is the name of the dessert buffet again? Please, at any moment, multiple moments of the night, please avail yourself of the grand dessert buffet. Okay? All right. Richard, thank you for running sound. Thanks to John in the back, who's hiding in the closet. No offense. Imagine that we're saying goodbye to Shabbat as we just did with Havdalah. This idea that on Shabbat we're given a second soul makes me think that if that's true, now that Shabbat's over, where is she gone? What might she whisper in your ear as the week ahead looms? What might she whisper in your ear to help you feel more connected to you? This is a Warren Zevon song. Shadows are falling and I'm running out of breath. Keep me in your heart for a while. If I leave you, it doesn't mean I love you any less. Keep me in your heart for a while. When you get up in the morning and you see that crazy sun, keep me in your heart for a while. There's a train leaving nightly called when all is said and done. Keep me in your heart for a while. This is how I know this is a Jewish song. Shai lai la lai 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 la lai 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 lo. Keep me in your heart for a while. Try it. Shai lai la lai 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 la lai 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 lo. For a while. Sometimes when you're doing simple things around the house, maybe you'll think of me and smile. You know I'm tied to you like the buttons on your blouse. Keep me in your heart for a while. Hold me in your thoughts. Take me to your dreams. Touch me as I fall into view. And when the winter comes, keep the fires lit, and I will be right next to you. Engine drivers headed north of Pleasant Street. Keep me in your heart for a while. These wheels keep turning, but they're running out of steam. Keep me in your heart for a while. Shai lai la lai 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 la lai 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 lo. Keep me in your heart for a while. Shai lai la lai 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 la lai 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 lo. Keep years ago, I poured myself onto a plane at 5 o'clock in the morning. It was one of those, you've done it. Got up at 2:30 in the morning to get to the airport just in time to board at 5 o'clock in the morning. And I found myself sitting, I popped myself down in my seat. And I'm trying to be present, be a human being at 5 in the morning. And my head's doing the Bob situation, trying to stay awake. But I'm realizing, no, Danny's tired. And as I'm falling asleep on my way to California, I was realizing the first time in my entire life that since I had the responsibility or given the honor of singing Kol Nidre in a congregation, on this trip, this would be the first time ever for me that I was not holding the responsibility of singing Kol Nidre. And as I was falling asleep aware of that, I woke up with my own voice saying to myself in my head, this is why I sing. And it surprised me. And instead of sleeping, I spent the trip from Raleigh to San Francisco writing this. And I realized I think that this was a bit of my own Kol Nidre. For the scrape and the pull of the nail on the string, the wish for something better a heavy sigh brings. For a cracked wooden box, roaring galaxies, and fingertip secrets, calluses set free. For the call and response of the hope I hear, thanks and the trust in a God I don't fear. For my relief in a holy one of blessing, and my belief in a lifetime of wrestling. This is why I sing. This is why I sing. All I have I bring. This is why I sing. For the flesh and the blood of a body built to feel, the daily desire to know something real. For the quiet of twilight, the raw winter air, the riot of thunder, your hand in my hair. For whispers and screams and the joys of release, days and the dreams in a home I know peace. For the love from someone who knows enough to leave, the gift of a life that gives more than I need. This is why I sing. This is why I sing. All I have I bring. This is why I sing. For the sun and the moon and the shadow I cast, for all my tomorrows and yesterdays past, for the rhythm of heartbeat that means I belong, the touch of a feather, the silence in song. This is why I sing. This is why I sing. All I have I bring. This is why I sing. This is why I sing. This is why I sing. All Thank you so much. I am so grateful to be here and so grateful for you listening in this way. It's extraordinary. Wow, what a trip. Richard, thanks for setting me up for success. I feel like you're helping me here. It's really beautiful. Well, okay, here's something I want to sing for you. Comes a little bit of a story. Last summer, I was traveling around visiting Jewish summer camps, as I like to do. This was my 23rd summer of visiting camps. My memory is I was at Green Family Camp, and a guy named Jacob Nathan, you're not going to probably know Jacob Nathan, Jewish kiddo, who now is all grown up, lives in Los Angeles. He works for Fervor Records in Los Angeles. And he said, hey, Danny, do you remember that CD you gave back to me back in, like, I don't know, 1994, 95 of your band, the Olskis? The Olskis was a band I played with in college. And we made some music, and we took a swing at things, and we felt good about it. But it's been a while. Do the math. 1988. So it's been a while. And he said, well, I have this CD that you made, and I work for this record label, and a record label would like to sign the Olskis to a record label deal. And so I said, that's fabulous. Let me talk to the guys and see what, I haven't talked to these fellas. You know, one guy lives in Maui, another guy lives in Indianapolis, another guy lives in rural North Carolina, another guy lives in Raleigh with me. And anyway, I got a hold, somehow I was able to get a hold of everybody, and they all said yes. And so now, the Olskis are signed to a record label deal with Fervor Records. And part of the process was, can you send the lyrics of some of these songs, because we need to have them for our archive. So I'm typing up lyrics to songs that I not only have not thought about since 1988 or 90, I have not played these songs. And I'm looking at these words and I'm realizing, wow, I had some things to say. And I thought I might sing one or two of those for you. We'll see what happens. This is a song. Well, I'm just gonna, okay. What is at the break, if you want to meet me at the Grand Dessert Buffet and ask me about why I wrote this, we can talk about it then. She's got the words to the things that have already been said. She's got the nerve to push when she should be patient instead. She's got the house of the wicker walls and the paper floors. She's got the room for a magic kingdom, but there's no door. She's got the love, keeps it hidden away all for herself. She's got the tough look, but when she sees it, she scares herself. She's got the drive, but she's wrecked before she can ever get there. She's got the knife, she holds it closely and is more aware. It used to be all or nothing, but she says she has grown up a bit. Just yesterday it was all or nothing, but today she'll take what she can get. What she can get. She's got the words to the things that have already been said. She's got the nerve to push when she should be patient instead. She's got the house of the wicker walls and the paper floors. She's got the room for a magic kingdom, but there's no key to the door. She's got the love, keeps it hidden away all for herself. She's got the tough look, but when she sees it, she scares herself. She's got the drive, but she's wrecked before she can ever get there. She's got the knife, she holds it closely and is more aware. It used to be all or nothing, but she says she has grown up a bit. Just yesterday it was all or nothing, but today she'll take what she can get. What she can get. Meet you at the Grand Dessert Buffet. We'll talk about that later. I wanted to sing some songs that have been on my mind. This concept of healing and moving through this awkward phase for me, the last couple of years with COVID for sure, has been on my mind. And I don't know if it's healing that's stuck in my head, or it's transitions that's stuck in my head, or how to be okay with not being okay is stuck in my head. But Jen, years ago, your sister was a unit head at Gucci. I think my memory is she was Geza unit head. And it was week 6 of the summer. And if you've been at camp and you know staff dynamics, week 6 is when everyone looks at pays attention to their paycheck. It says, wait a minute, I took this job, why exactly? I have no personal space, no personal time. I need to go home right now, and there are 2 more weeks to go. And Leslie came to me, this is my memory, and she said, my staff is really stressed out. I really would love it to create a spa environment for the staff. I want to light some candles, turn the lights down low. Can you just sing some songs that will be chill and might help them just feel okay with not being okay right now? And I didn't think about it before I said, sure. Then I went back to my room and I went, oh my God, what am I going to sing? So I started going through all my playlists and I found this song that's by a group called Motion City Soundtrack. If you go home and listen to the original version, it's very loud. It's very intense. And I took a stab that night when I did this and I thought, what if I just slowed it down? Would it work? And I would say in all my years of singing now, since I've been singing this song, this is probably the most requested song of all the songs I sing. It's called Everything Is All Right. Tell me that you're all right. Yeah, everything is all right. Oh, please tell me that you're all right. Yeah, everything is all right. Give me a reason to end this discussion, to break with tradition, to fold and divide. 'Cause I hate the ocean, theme parks and airplanes, talking with strangers, waiting in line. I'm through with these pills that make me sit still. Are you feeling fine? Yes, I feel just fine. Tell me that you're all right. Yeah, everything is all right. Oh, please tell me that you're all right. Yeah, everything is all right. I'm sick of the things I do when I'm nervous, like cleaning the oven or checking my tires or counting the number of tiles in the ceiling. Head for the hills, the kitchen's on fire. I used to rely on self-medication. I guess I still do that from time to time. But I'm getting better with fighting the future. Someday you'll be fine. Yes, I'll be just fine. Tell me that you're all right. Yeah, everything is all right. Oh, please tell me that you're all right. Yeah, everything is all right. And give me a reason to end this discussion, to break with tradition, to fold and divide. So let's not get carried away with the process of elimination. I don't want to waste your time. Tell me that you're all right. Yeah, everything is all right. Oh, please tell me that you're all right. Yeah, everything is all right. Everything's fine. Everything's fine. Everything's fine. Everything's fine. Thank you. I said it last night in services, and I feel responsible to say it again. I live in Raleigh, North Carolina. I'm far away from home, and it's remarkable that I could be in a place with y'all and feel at home as I do, and it's because of you, what you bring. I really appreciate the way you're holding space for me tonight. It's a remarkable gift. I am lucky. I'm a lucky dude, a lucky guy. I don't know if you did school well. I did not. And so for folks like me who don't do school well, a lot of the messaging you get in your head is, well, then you must not be very smart. You concern us all, you worry us all, Dan, about how you're going to work out. And I just can't help but sit here right now and be with you in this way and just, man, I want to go talk to some teachers. This is a song dedicated to anybody who's trying to get through something. This is for you. One foot in front of the other, with our hearts wrapped around our sisters and our brothers. One foot in front of the other, one heartbeat at a time. One foot in front of the other, we all live the hopes of our fathers and our mothers. One foot in front of the other, one daydream at a time. 3 steps forward on my path, my heart is in my hands. 3 steps forward, no turning back, my heart is in my hands. My heart is in my hands. One foot in front of the other, with our heads bowed down, running for cover. One foot in front of the other, one heartbreak at a time. One foot in front of the other, we're all looking up for new worlds to discover. One foot in front of the other, one victory at a time. 3 steps forward on my path, my heart is in my hands. 3 steps forward, no turning back, my heart is in my hands. My heart is in my hands. Open up my lips and I will sing to you. Open up my lips and I will sing. You're invited to sing this. I'm singing it 4 times. Let's go. 3 more of those. Let's get to work. Just like we're alone in the shower. I mean, just you, not me, and you. Just you and me. Wait. Like you're alone in the shower. I'm not with you in the shower. It's just you in the shower. You remember that time when I came to Shir Tikva and you never saw me again? With our hearts wrapped round our sisters and our brothers. One foot in front of the other, one heartbeat at a time. One foot in front of the other, we all live the hopes of our fathers and our mothers. One foot in front of the other, one daydream at a time. One heartbreak at a time, one victory at a time. Holy. Hollis, thank you. Thank you for the daddy juice. All right. My dad was always listening to songs of Harry Chapin in his navy blue Oldsmobile Cutlass Supreme with crushed blue velour interior. And he would be gone for 2 weeks, 3 weeks at a time, and then home for a weekend. And we would hop in the car, and we would go to Ace Hardware, and he would play Harry Chapin songs on the AC Delco stereo and the Oldsmobile Cutlass. You remember the one. And he would slap me on the knee. It's so hard. My dad had these enormous mitts, sausage fingers, just giant leathery hands. And he would slap me on the knee, and it hurt so badly. And he would say, "Danny, love ya. Listen to the internal rhyme here. Listen to what he's doing with the story here." And I learned to love Harry Chapin songs from how my dad loved them, how he studied them. Flash forward, and I'm at camp. And I'm in cabin 17, and I'm 14 years old, and we were the cabin of boys that got in trouble all the time. Like, kicked out of camp trouble. 2 years in a row. I'm not exaggerating. At the time, one of the counselors, probably 19 years old, maybe 19, he loved Harry Chapin. And he would play for us in the dark of cabin 17. He probably discovered that when he played for us at night, we would fall asleep. Harry Chapin songs are long. And if we fall asleep, he wouldn't have as many problems. So he played for us a lot. He was playing Harry Chapin, the very songs that my dad was playing in the car. I had the only single bunk in the cabin, right smack dab in the middle of the cabin. And this young man, a 19-year-old guy, just trying to figure out how to manage a very difficult situation with teenage boys, played for us. This man is now a rabbi in Los Angeles at the Leo Beck Temple. His name is Kenny Chasen. Ken Chasen was just trying to deal with very, very challenging interpersonal dynamic. And what he did was he went to what he knew. He went to his passion. He went to the thing that brought him a sense of, I'm going to be okay. I know I can sing these songs. I know I can do that. I was 14, I hadn't even picked up a guitar yet. I went back home to my dad after the summer was over. I said, "Dad, you have to teach me how to play the guitar. I have to learn to play Harry Chapin songs." And I'm with you tonight because of what my dad brought to me by sharing his passion and what this person, this 19-year-old kiddo, was just trying to manage. And I'm just so incredibly grateful. I thought I might do a Harry Chapin song for you tonight. One of my favorites, dedicated to anybody who's interested in how we learn. This is for you. This is called Flowers Are Red. It's an education beat. The little boy went the first day of school. He got some crayons and he started to draw. He put colors all over the paper. 4 colors was what he saw. And the teacher said, "What you doing, young man?" "I'm painting flowers," he said. She said, "It's not the time for art, young man. And anyway, flowers are green and red. There's a time for everything, young man. A way things should be done. You got to show concern for everyone else, for you're not the only one." And she said, "Flowers are red, young man. Green leaves are green. There's no need to see flowers any other way than the way they always have been seen." But the little boy said, "There are so many colors in a rainbow, so many colors in the morning sun, so many colors in a flower, and I see everyone." Well, the teacher said, "You're sassy. There's ways that things should be. And you'll paint flowers the way they are. So repeat after me." And she said, "Flowers are red, young man. Green leaves are green. There's no need to see flowers any other way than the way they always have been seen." But the little boy said again, There are so many colors in the rainbow, so many colors in the morning sun, so many colors in a flower, and I see everyone. Well, the teacher put him in a corner. She said, it's for your own good, and you won't come out till you get it right and are responding like you should. Well, finally he got lonely. Frightened thoughts filled his head, and he went up to the teacher, and this is what he said. And he said, flowers are red, and green leaves are green. There's no need to see flowers any other way than the way they always have been seen. Of course, time went by like it always does. They moved to another town, and the little boy went to another school, and this is what he found. Well, the teacher there was smiling. She said, painting should be fun, and there are so many colors in a flower, so let's use every one. But that little boy painted flowers, and he rows of green and red. And when the teacher asked him why, well, this is what he said. And he said, flowers are red, and green leaves are green. There's no need to see flowers any other way than the way they always have been seen. But there still must be a way to have all our children say, there are so many colors in the rainbow, and so many colors in the morning sun, and so many colors in a flower, and I see everyone. Thank you. Well, I must have been in Cincinnati, Ohio at the Valley Temple for Living Judaism years ago at a grand dessert buffet very similar to this one. And I must have sung that song because when I was done, a woman that I did not know at the end of the night walked up to me, and this is what I remember. Doesn't mean this is exactly what happened. I will acknowledge that. This is what I remember. She taps me on the shoulder and says, I need to tell you, I heard that song you were singing. And I needed you to know that I have rainbows in my eyes. And so I did something my dad taught me to do when I'm in an uncomfortable social situation. It sounded like you said, you have rainbows in your eyes. Yes. You see, I had surgery on my eyes. And ever since the surgery, a bright light comes into my eyes. I see rainbows. Wouldn't it be great, she said, if we all had rainbows in our eyes? So I said, goodbye. And days later, I'm at home making pancakes for my family. It's early in the morning, and I'm thinking about how uncomfortable I was and what she said, and something didn't sit right. I couldn't figure it out, and I realized, you know what? Actually, Mom and Dad taught me to pay attention and value what she's saying. My camp that I go to teaches me to pay attention and value this idea. My best friends on the planet have taught me to pay attention and respect that kind. You know what? Damn it. I actually think I agree with this woman. And I stopped making pancakes and I grabbed my guitar. And I want to dedicate this to anybody in the room tonight who is thinking and feeling broadly about what love can mean in your life. This is for you. Whatever you are, whatever I am, we are more than woman or man. Whatever you are, whatever I am, we are more than woman or man. I met a girl in Ohio. She told me she had rainbows in her eyes. Rainbows in our eyes, we'd see where love resides. Rainbows in our eyes, the color multiplies when love is love is love is love is love is love is love. When love is love is love is love is love. When love is love is love is love is love is love is love. When love is love is love is love is love. There is a light shining through us. We are kaleidoscopes of hope. Helps us all to see what love can truly be. A gift to set us free, pure and holy. And I see you right beside me. There's never been another one like you. See me right beside you, holding on to this spinning arc of green and blue, where love is love is love is love is love is love is love. When love is love is love is love is love. Try it. When love is love is love is love is love is love is love. When love is love is love is love is love. In the end and in the beginning, faithful love and light never dimming. In the end and in the beginning, faithful love and light never dimming. There's a blessing for seeing a rainbow. Blessed are you, God, ruler of the universe, who remembers the covenant, who's faithful to the covenant and keeps the promise. Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam. Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam. Zocher habrit v'ne'eman bivrito v'kayam b'mamaro. My sister got married a few years ago, and she asked me to sing this song at her wedding as she and her husband were walking down the aisle. I'd never heard this song before. And hanging out with Hollis, Cantor Hollis, yesterday, you specifically asked me to sing this, and I'm happy to do it. As soon as I could tune this guitar. There you are. I see you. It's by a group called the Magnetic Fields. Yeah, yeah, magnetic fields, one person knows them. The book of love is very heavy. No one can lift the damn thing. It's full of flowers and heart-shaped boxes and instructions for dancing. But I love it when you read me things and you can read me anything. There you are. The book of love has music in it. In fact, that's where music comes from. Some of it is transcendental, some of it is just really dumb, but I love it when you sing to me and you can sing me anything. The book of love is long and boring and written very long ago. It's full of flowers and heart-shaped boxes and things we're all too young to know. But I love it when you give me things and you ought to bring me wedding rings. I love it when you give me things and you ought to bring me wedding rings. I guess we're in the love songs block. A couple more love songs, then we're going to take a break and attend to the grand dessert buffet. Years ago, probably 13 years, 14 years ago, I was visiting San Rafael, California, congregation Road of Shalom of San Rafael. And Rabbi Michael Lizak, who was serving there at the time, said, for Slichot, first thing in the morning, Sunday morning after the Slichot service, we do a men's mikvah. Would you like to join us? Really like to have you. Sure, I'll come. Bring your guitar, we'll sing some songs. So I show up at the sanctuary in San Rafael at Road of Shalom at 5:30 in the morning. We light some candles, these gentlemen, 60 of us, talking about things like, what do you want to leave behind from the year? What do you want to bring forward into the year? Feels good. Then if he had mentioned we were about to do what we were about to do, I missed it. So we're all getting in the car now, and we're going down to Cronkite Beach. If you've been to San Francisco, you know Mill Valley, Cronkite Beach. Well, it's Pacific Ocean at 6 a.m. It's very chilly. And it's 60 men that I don't know. And Michael proceeds at the beach at sunrise to teach us all the blessings for making mikvah and the 8-foot waves as 60 men, just like it was nothing, just like you're pouring yourself a drink right now, take off all their clothes, get into everything that's natural and holy, and take a dip into the Pacific Ocean. I didn't think through what was about to happen, but that happened. And it was beautiful, and it stirred up some things. And this song is the response for that. And it is a love song. And it's a song that I call I Found My Love. And I dedicate it to anybody in the space tonight who is, the waves of life flip you upside down and throw us around at times. And that can be scary, and also can be a moment of incredible discovery. And this is for you, if that's what you're feeling. I got away for a couple of days. I shut my mouth and opened up to the waves. A gentle reminder in the hush of the phone. The water's inside you. Pour it out and come on. And the waves come crashing in. And the waves come crashing in. The moment is here, and the moment is gone. The peace I crave comes when now is my song, releasing the fear and the lump in my throat, to dive in a deep space between every note. And the waves come crashing in. And the waves come crashing in. With my confessions crashing on the beach, I found a piece of me within my reach. With every honest wave that washed ashore, I found my love. I found my love. It ends and begins with love. It ends and begins with love. I'm hoping you can sing that, even though I know you're not in choir rehearsal. It ends and begins with love, over and over and over and over and over. It ends and begins, and the waves come crashing in. And the waves come crashing. See you at the buffet. Let's take like a 10-minute break, and we'll be back for more songs. Thanks, everybody.
I'm Jill. Thank you, Jill. Oh my God, just beautiful and so heartfelt. You know, you remind me of
Yeah, yeah. Oh, dude. Oh, high praise. I can't hang. It's tuned down. It's tuned down to a beat. So everything's down a chord, but it's still correct. It's, you play same chord shapes, and I use the partials to get open to it. But as I love performance, I don't have the budget to have a bunch of guitars set up, and I don't want to waste those times. I'm not good enough in the storytelling where I can read to quickly and tell the story. And so this is just a partial cable I can get on the instruments with. Also, I allows me to play like a beginner. I'm like, what's going to happen if I do this? Dude, I'm great. All right, everybody. Hope you're enjoying the grand dessert buffet. We're going to start in 2 minutes. 2 minutes.
I just have a weird question for you. Is that a treble guitar or something?
Baritone.
Baritone. Because we were noticing there's no hole behind the strings.
Yep.
So how does it pick up the sound?
Same way as a regular guitar, they just offset the sound hole to the perimeter. They wanted to make, the guys that designed the Tacoma wanted to make a guitar top that resonated like a drum. I don't know if I believe this, but this is the story. They
Sounds
say
great.
they
I
want to
just
make a
don't
guitar
understand.
top that resonated like a drum, so they say they analyzed sound waves coming off a drum, and they found that the area of greatest vibrational intensity on a drum is right in the middle of the drum head. And they went, but that's where the sound hole is. What if we offset the sound hole and leave...
So the sound vibrates here but comes out here. So it's not going in there.
Yeah.
Because I noticed you turned up did something here at one point towards the end of that first half to
This is
turn
my
up the volume.
this is my pickup here.
Oh.
This controls what
Just
you're all
to
hearing.
amplify it,
Yeah.
Right, just amplifies the
Yeah.
sound coming out.
And it's
but
a
it's
lo-
interesting how there's no hole. I never seen that.
Isn't that trippy?
I thought maybe it was a treble or something.
Yeah.
It's baritone. Thank you very much.
Good to meet you, Peter.
You too.
Let's see. I want to sing that. Probably not going to sing that. I want to sing that. I don't want to sing that. Do-do-do-do-do-do-do. Hello.
I'm sorry, I don't want anything else. Did you go to Great Lake?
I have been to Green Lake.
I went. Many years before you probably.
When Herb was the director?
And I just. Yeah, I saw it. Just look at the poster. I just maybe
Been there. Started visiting in '99.
start visiting. And you paid for it.
Herb May was the director. In '99 when I visited.
Mine.
You were before then. A couple, just 2 years before. It's lovely to see you.
Awesome. At the end, and I just want to say a word of thanks to you, but also to Alison. So at the end, just when you give me a nod at the end, I want to make sure, as well as thanking you, I want to make sure she gets the credit for really all the work she's done
I'll make a note of it.
in this setting. Just
You're welcome. Oh yeah, we're back, everybody. Welcome back. If I had a hammer, I'd hammer in the morning, I'd hammer in the evening, all over this land. I'd hammer out danger, I'd hammer out warning, I'd hammer out the love between my brothers and my sisters all over this land. Ooh, if I had a bell, I'd ring it in the morning, I'd ring it in the evening, all over this land. I ring out danger, I ring out warning, I ring out the love between my brothers and my sisters all over this land. If I had a song, I'd sing it in the morning, I'd sing it in the evening, all over this land. I'd sing out danger, I'd sing out warning, I'd sing out the love between my brothers and my sisters all over this land. Now I've got a hammer, and I got a bell, and I got a song to sing all over this land. It's the hammer of justice, it's the bell of freedom, it's a song about the love between my brothers and my sisters all over this land. Welcome back, everybody. I hope you filled your plates with grand dessert buffet. Years ago, living with a woman, we'd had a huge fight. And through that fight, it was one of those where I realized, okay, this is one of those you got to fight through the night in order to make it right. So I'm fighting through the night to try to make it right. Ends up 3 or 4 o'clock in the morning, and she's sound asleep in bed. She's moved on. I have not. And I'm sitting there watching her sleep, and it was mixed with a feeling of confusion and anger. Like, why is she just moving on? I'm not ready to move on. And even though I was upset, okay, well, what am I going to do with this feeling? Thank God I play guitar. And I went and I grabbed my guitar. It's all good. It's all good. Grabbed my guitar and started working on this song. Sharing it with my friend Mason Cooper later that week, living in Nashville at the time, 1995, 96, and I share it with him, and he said, you know, it strikes me, this is not altogether, this feeling you're trying to get at, it's not altogether different from what I, Mason, feel like when I'm at services sometimes. I'm filled with all these conflicts, all these feelings of doubt about my relationship with God. Maybe we could write it from both perspectives. And this, when I started this rock band with Mason Cooper in 1995, 96, this was the first song that we wrote when we decided to try to write new Jewish music. If I turned away, would you wait for me? And if I sometimes stray, would you set me free? If I were to doubt you, would you still believe in me? And if I saw the truth, would you somehow help me see? My heart's filled with questions that my head can't answer. Still with my reservations, I find you're always there. When I'm tiptoeing backward like a faithless dancer, without hesitation, I find you're always there. Whoa, whoa, whoa. If I spoke to you, would you try to hear the secrets lost inside of me and all my deepest fears? My heart's filled with questions that my head can't answer. Still with my reservations, I find you're always there. When I'm tiptoeing backward like a faithless dancer, without hesitation, I find you're always there. Whoa, 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 whoa. My doubt, your love, cold hands, warm touch, closed mind, open heart, last chance, new start. My heart's filled with questions that my head can't answer. Still with my reservations, I find you're always there. When I'm tiptoeing backward like a faithless dancer, without hesitation, I find you're always there. If I were to doubt you, thank you. My Torah portion, I had my bar mitzvah at camp. I told some of you that you were watching last night online or you were here in the room last night when we were praying together. My whole family converted to Judaism when I was about 7. Before then, my parents grew up as Presbyterians. And my mom tells a story that, that the thing that really motivated her to make us a Jewish family was I must have come home from some sort of Bible study with my friend, my neighbor Marilyn. I was probably 4. And my mom, I don't remember this, but my mom tells the story like this is the story. Danny, you came home in tears and you said, "Mommy, I don't want a black spot on my soul. I have a black spot on my soul, Mommy. I don't want a black spot on my soul." And I think my mom tells a story that was the moment she realized she must find a religion that spoke her spiritual language. So she began studying all kinds of religions you can imagine. There were books all over the house. Honestly, there were always books all over the house, but there were religion books all over the house. And a year or so later, she was taking an Intro to Judaism class with Rabbi John Stein, Indianapolis Hebrew congregation. This was probably 1974. And John, after a year of my mom and dad taking the class, he said, "It seems as if you all want to be a Jewish family." And they said, "Wait, we can do that?" And he said, "Yes, you can. Well, I'll help you if you want." And then a year later, we were Jewish. I had my bar mitzvah at 17, because when I was about 12, my mom said, "Well, you know, this is about the time where young Jewish boys and girls become bar bat mitzvah, and I want it to mean something to you. Is this something you want to do right now? And guess what I said? Not really, Mom, no. And she said, okay, well, when you are ready, you'll do that. So flash forward, it's now I'm 17 and I'm at Goldman Union Camp. Sanford Kopnick I'm a counselor at camp. Sanford, now Rabbi Sanford Kopnick, at the time was a rabbinical student, and he was the program director at Gucci. And he said, yeah, I've known you since you were 10. Did you ever have your bar mitzvah like Aaron and Steve? I said, no, I didn't. He said, well, why didn't you? And I told him that Mom had said, well, when it matters to you, you'll do it. And he said, do you want to do it this summer? I'll be your tutor. And I said, that sounds great. Let's do it. So my cabin of boys, my 14-year-old cabin of boys, wrote the service. And I read Torah that summer, and my parsha was the parsha that had Ve'ahavta in it. Probably because Sanford knew compassionately that my Hebrew was trash. You remember the last set and the guy that didn't do school well? Hello, still happening. And so I remember to this day when we studied the parsha, his curiosity about Ve'ahavta. I remember him saying, isn't it interesting how this part of the Hebrew is, what does it exactly mean? How can you command a person to love? And because I was me, I said, I don't know what you're talking about. He said in the portion, you shall love the Lord your God with all your heart, with all your mind, with all your soul. How, even God being God, how in the world can God command human beings to love? How can that was his big question. And I'm not 17 anymore, and I'm still thinking about that. And out of respect, out of my admiration for Sanford, I just admire that I think that great educators are able to ask really good questions. And this is something I'm working on. I guess it's a bit of an exploration into Ve'ahavta. I haven't really figured out how to use it yet, to be honest. Sometimes Pete Seeger would say that sometimes a song is not good or bad. Well, what's the song good for? You'll let me know at the buffet, the grand buffet later. Huh. How will I love? How will I love? How will I love? If I'm one with my heart, if I'm one with my soul, if I'm one with my might, how will I love you? If I take it to the street, teach all my kids, speak every word, how will I love you? How will I love? How will I love? How will I love? If I make a sign, press it on my skin, hang it on my door, how will I love you? If I'm one with you and you're one with me, you know I have to ask, how will I know that it's holy?
love me. In truth, you
Oh, Lord. Oh, thank you for letting me sing that. A few years ago, I'm in West Marin. This is the West Marin of Jerry Garcia's Grateful Dead West Marin, okay? And I have friends that live up there, and they invited me to hang out for Shabbat afternoon to just sing songs, to have a jam. And I guess I got there late. They were already there when I got there, and they're singing songs. And they're singing this song, and I felt like, I don't know if this has ever happened to you, but it was a moment where I felt like my life was changed forever from hearing a song. The woman that wrote this song, named Marcia Atty, she's a cantor in San Francisco at Temple Emmanuel. Evidently, as camps go, this is the power jam of Camp Tawanga. They just sing this song like their lives depended on it. And I thought we might be able to sing it tonight once I get my guitar tuned. Marcia Atty writes this song. It's called Heart of Mine. Oh, coming down and down. So I thought we could do this. The walls are coming down and down and down, and life is going round and round and round, and love it will be found and found and found. It's all inside of you. Oh, heart of mine, lost and find, my home is sometimes near and sometimes far. It's always changing. Oh, heart of mine, take the time to feel the sadness. Love is always near. It seems they go together. The walls are coming down and down and down, and life is going round and round and round, and love it will be found and found and found. It's all inside of you. Oh, moon of mine, to see you shine is like as if to wish upon a star. I'm so glad to see you. Oh, moon of mine, the night is time for love and wonder to spread across the sky. What would we do without you? The walls are coming down and down and down, and life is going round and round and round, and love it will be found and found and found. It's all inside of you. Oh, friend of mine, eyes that shine and help me feel that I am not alone. How can I ever thank you? Oh, friend of mine, space nor time will break the bond that holds my heart with yours. I'll always love you. And life is going round and love it will be found and found and found. It's all inside of you. All inside of you. During COVID, I wasn't traveling anywhere, singing at any summer camps or any Temple Bette Midlers anywhere. I was sitting at home, looking at the white light on the Zoom and pretending you were there, and using my training from sitting crisscross applesauce and bait arms across this country with 10-year-olds, and using my training of sitting close to people and pretending that there was someone really there in that white light, and just committing. Once you commit, the rest is easy. And I did that. And during that period of time, as we were moving out of that and thinking about getting back to camp, Ruben Arquilovich, who used to be the camp director for Camp Newman, one of our union camps, like Eisner and Crane Lake. He's now the head of the youth division for the union, and dear friend of mine. And he was in a meeting, and he said something like, Dan, we were having this discussion about our values, and we kept talking, the concept that kept coming, there's the note, that I saw you the entire song. I saw you, and I was searching for you, and you just hid from me, and you and I were going to talk later. And he said something like, the value we kept talking about, how do we tether ourselves to our values? How do we tether ourselves to our values? And my memory is he said to me, Dan, there was something about it that made me upset or uncomfortable, the idea of being tethered to a value. If I remember correctly, he said something to the effect of, it made me feel like I was underwater and stuck, pulled deep underwater and trapped. And there was no room for movement. And could you sing anything about this idea about being connected to our values? But I just wish we could take our values and flip them up into the air and make them fly, but still be connected to them. This is how Ruben talks about life. And I love Ruben for this. And while I didn't understand exactly what it meant, I felt a connection with what he was talking about. It wasn't a desire to run away from the value, but still be connected, but have freedom to move. And coming out of COVID, I wrote this, and it was really born out of this Pirkei Avot, like line 2 of 16, that the day is short, there's a lot of work, and the reward is enormous. Hayom katsar v'hamlacha merubah v'hasachar harbeh. This is this idea that was holding me, I guess tethering me as I wrote this. And it strikes me we have a lot of work to do. In the Union, in Reform Judaism, as liberal Jews, as people involved in congregational, with congregational membership and dues, whatever that means. I belong to a synagogue in Raleigh. So a lot of work to do. And this is dedicated to all of us who want to lean in and tether ourselves and still feel freedom to move. It's been a long night. The air is still cold. A bird is singing her morning song. The fog is lifting, the day is dawning, the night is praying, the day won't be long. We need some new words, a new perspective on all that's breaking our beating hearts. We all have stories, nightmares and daydreams. When we can hear them, the healing starts. And you might sing that part with me every time it happens. up on the midway. We get distracted by all the lights. We hope to focus our best intentions, so the road is paved with what we did right. Take a big breath and let it free. Our time is precious. Our task is holy. It's where we are now. Let's call it fate. So let's take our anchors and give them sky hooks. Our souls are eager to lift the weight. The trees are tired. The day is praying. The night won't be long. Thank you. I'm feeling strongly about singing a song for Israel tonight, and this is a song by David Wilcox. My dad and mom went to go see David Wilcox in Carbar Arts Center. It was many years ago. And my dad came home with this song, and he said, Dan, you need to learn this tune. And I got a chance. There you are. I need you. There you come to me. There you go. Beautiful. So I've never met with David Wilcox. I'd love to know more about, what was on his mind when he was writing this song. But I hear this and I hear this song and I think about Israel. And I think this song acknowledges the complexity of the situation in an elegant, beautiful way. And so I wanted to give honor to David Wilcox and to my dad for bringing it to me. Here we go. By the way, at the, what is it called again? The Grand Dessert, I keep forgetting. At the Grand Dessert Buffet, earlier, I want to have a conversation with you over a brownie, and I really want it to have walnut in it. I'm just going to put that out there. I know that may be trigger warning for many people, but I want to say that. I really would love to have walnut in the brownie. Number two, evidently Zionism as a concept really won out historically, and there's a whole other concept called Bundism. Did you know about this? Did you study Bundism? Hello? Just last week, a young man who's a Camp Newman kid, who's now all grown up, calls me from England. He's a history student. He calls me because he wants to use part of a song I've written, unrelated to Zionism as far as I know, or Bundism, and use it as like a musical backdrop to him teaching about Bundism. Well, okay, just look it up. But I have to tell you, I would have lived the rest of my lives and never ever expected anyone to call me on the phone and talk about that. And it got my attention. It made me realize I'm a really lucky guy. And what struck me too is there is so much complexity about what our feelings could be about Israel. Living here as Jews in North America, living as Jews who might call themselves, call us Zionists or not, And what do we do with that? And I appreciate this song because it gives space for that. All right. Remember, walnuts, brownies when we're done. All three brothers love their father, and he's brought them here today to see these papers and these lawyers and divide the old estate. All three feel that they're the favorite. He loves each of them the best. And these documents he gave them will now put them to the test. And so they open all the writings that will prove their rightful heir to this home that they remember and the right to settle there. Sister is a prisoner. They don't see her face to face. They've not heard her songs of beauty or felt the movement of her grace. She lives behind those bars of steel and waits for her release. Will she die, or will we see Jerusalem in peace? Each one looks at what he's given, and he studies what he's shown. They hold their maps that show possession to this place they've called their home. At first they sigh with satisfaction when they see what's on their maps. Each one's given all he wanted, but the boundaries overlap. So do you wish us to be brothers? Father, help us understand. Or will we each kill off the others to claim the same piece of land? Do you mean there to be hatred in this place you built to last? And will faith just die a prisoner in the dungeon of the past? She lives behind those bars of steel and waits for her release. Will she die, or will we see Jerusalem in peace? Jerusalem is sending her voice from inside the prison of disbelief. Stand up, you people of the one God, to bring about her release. Stand up, you people of the one God, to bring about her release. I've got one more to sing, and then I want to invite Rabbi to come up and say a few words to close us out for tonight. And listen, I want to recognize that there are a lot of other places you could be tonight, and you're here with me and with each other, and it's beautiful. With a grand dessert buffet, what could be better? Really, what could be better? And tomorrow Tomorrow, I'm very, very stoked. I get to hang out with the song leaders tomorrow morning from 9 to 10. And then religious school, I get to hang out and sing songs and be Spazzy Dan with religious school from 10 to 11, which is an authentic, beautiful place I love to hang out. And then from noon to 4, I get to hang out with 15 beautiful souls studying what it means to do this work with integrity, with authenticity, learning how to be a song leader, exploring what that means, asking those questions. God willing, I'll ask some good questions and we'll sing some songs for our soul. And I look forward, if you're the kind of person that you can still get to camp, find a way to get to camp. It's an incredible place. If you're a little bit too old for that, find a way to go work at camp. If you're too old for that, find a way to sponsor a kid and get to camp. And I just thank you so much for being here tonight. I appreciate you taking time out of your busy lives to be here. It's extraordinary for me. Thank you very much, everybody. I appreciate you. This is a song by Susan Werner. She's a songwriter from Chicago. May I suggest to you, may I suggest this is the best part of your life. May I suggest this time is blessed for you. This time is blessed and shining almost blinding bright. Just turn your head and you'll begin to see the 1,000 reasons that were just beyond your sight. The reasons why I suggest to you, why I suggest this is the best part of your life. There is a world that's been addressed to you, intended only for your eyes. A secret world, like a treasure chest to you, of private scenes and brilliant dreams that mesmerize. A lover's trusting smile, a tiny baby's hands, the million stars that fill the turning sky at night. And I suggest to you, I suggest this is the best part of your life. There is a hope that's been expressed in you, the hope of 7 generations, maybe more. And this is the faith that they invest in you, is that you'll do one better than was done before. Inside you know, inside you understand, inside you know what's yours to finally set right. And I suggest to you, I suggest this is the best part of your life. This is a song, comes from the west to you, comes from the west, comes from the slowly setting sun, with a request of you, to see how very short the endless days will run. When they're gone, and when the dark descends, we'd give anything for one more hour of life. And I suggest this is the best part of your
I've learned over time that it's never sensible to try and follow beautiful music like that with any words. But I did just want to offer a few thank yous as we come to the end of this evening. We wanted to note John Legg and Richard Kay, who put so much effort into the tech to ensure that Dan could be heard and seen. To our wonderful adult community engagement ACE group, and to Mary Beth and others who were involved in putting together the grand dessert buffet for everyone to enjoy and appreciate. We say a thank you to CJP and the Jewish Teen Initiative of Boston and the URJ camps Eisner and Crane Lake for being our partners in this wonderful project. And of course, we want to thank Dan for his beautiful music that he has brought to our community. When the weekend was named, it was called Songs for Our Souls, which is a rather lofty title to be aspiring towards. And yet it is so clear that we have achieved that in our service yesterday, in the Coffeehouse tonight, and I know we're going to do it again tomorrow in Hineni. So Dan, thank you for bringing and sharing your beautiful soul, your music, your words with all of us. It is such a gift, and we are so grateful to have you here in our community, and hope it's the first time, not the last time, that you'll come and visit with us. But I did want to offer one final thank you at the end. Oh, and one last bit of housekeeping. There are T-shirts and CDs at the back, so do make sure that you check those out. The merch is there for anyone who's interested. But I did want to finish with one final thank you, and I just want to note Alison Weichel, our wonderful Director of Education. It is no exaggeration to say that none of this, and I mean none of this weekend, would have happened without Alison and the work that she's put into making it a reality. She had a vision for what could happen with bringing Dan Nichols to Temple Shir Tikva. She wrote the grant application, she did all of the work, she planned every single detail, and she has really been carrying this event on her shoulders and this entire weekend on her shoulders. And we're so grateful to Alison for all the work that she does for our kids in our education program each and every day and every week and throughout the year. And this is a chance for us adults to benefit from Alison's wonderful programming and education. So we just want to say thank you so much, Alison, for this weekend, because Dan wouldn't be here without Alison. So thank you everyone for joining us. Thank you, Dan, again for being with us. It's been such a pleasure, and have a good evening.
Rabbi Bergman! We have come from near and far to raise our voice in song. And the more we join in the refrain, the more we feel strong. Chazak, Chazak, Veni. There is a power in this place and time. It shapes the rest of our lives. For when we return each year, we find a truth we can't deny. Be strong and let us strengthen one another. Be strong, let us celebrate our lives. Be strong, let us strengthen one another. Chazak, Chazak, v'nitchazek. Chazak, Chazak, v'nitchazek. As we sing, we link ourselves to those who came before. And we're one with all those yet to come. Our strength, it will endure. Be strong, let us strengthen one another. Be strong, let us celebrate our lives. Be strong, let us strengthen one another. Chazak, Chazak. Be strong, let us strengthen one another. much for spending your night with me. See you in the morning. Thank you, everyone. Good night.